Also, this is the new part, like part 4. Basically, I'm providing some short lectures, that is why the video is coming so like in so many parts, but I think I would try to finish it today. Okay. Admissions to any educational institution maintained by government or receiving government aid cannot be denied to any citizens on the ground of religion or language. मतलब किसी भी एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट में एडमिशन नहीं डिनाई हो सकता, भले ही आप किसी भी कास्ट या किसी भी बैकग्राउंड से बिलोंग करते हो. एंड सेकेंडली, जिन्होंने फर्स्ट सेकेंड एंड थर्ड पार्ट नहीं देखा, इस वीडियो के नीचे लिंक है, वहाँ से जाके देख लो, बिकॉज इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड वेरी मैंडेटरी टू वॉच both the all three parts so that you can understand this part. Okay. All minorities have the right to establish and administrate एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ देयर चॉइस. मतलब सारी माइनॉरिटीज़ जितनी भी लाइक जो भी लोअर कास्ट है सबको लाइक एक चांस होता है, अलाउ होता है कि वो जा सके एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन में उनकी खुद की चॉइस के. हियर माइनॉरिटी डज नॉट मीन्स रिलीजियस माइनॉरिटी एट द नेशनल लेवल. ओके. Level. In some places, people are speaking a particular language in a majority. People are speaking different language are in minority. For example, Telugu speaking people from a majority in Andhra Pradesh, but they are a minority in the neighboring state of Karnataka. Sikh constitute a majority in Punjab, but they are a minority in Rajasthan, Haryana and Delhi. Right? चलिए अब हम बात कर लेते हैं हाउ कैन वी सिक्योर दिस राइट्स. सो बेसिकली इफ द राइट्स आर गारंटीज दे आर of no use. If there is no honor to them, the fundamental right in the constitutions are very important because they are enforceable. Okay, we have a right to seek the enforcement of the above mentioned rights. This is called right to constitutional remedies. This itself a fundamental right. This right makes others right effective. It is possible sometime our citizens may be violated by fellow citizens, private bodies, or by government. Okay, when any of our rights are violated, we can seek remedy through the courts. If it is a fundamental right, we can directly approach the Supreme Court or a High Court of a state. That is why Dr. Ambedkar got the right of constitutional remedy. Okay, the heart and the soul of our constitution. So basically, fundamental rights are guaranteed against the action of legislature, the executive, and any other authorities instituted by government. This can be no law or action that's violate. Okay, fundamental right if any act of the legislature or executive takes away or limits any of the fundamental right, it will be invalid. Okay. We can challenge such laws of central and state government, the policies and the actions of the government or the government organization like nationalized banks or electricity boards. Courts are also enforce the fundamental right against private individuals and body. The Supreme Court and High Court have the power to issue directions order which for the information for the enforcement of the fundamental rights. Also they can, over there we have read, they can also award compensation to the victim and the punishment to the violators. If have already seen in the chapter 5 that the judiciary, our country is an independent of the government and the parliament. We also noted that our judiciary is very powerful and can do whatever is needed to protect the rights of the citizen. Right, in the case of any violations of the fundamental rights, the aggrieved person can go to a court for a remedy. But now, any person can go to a court against the violations of the fundamental right if it is a social or a public interest. It is called public interest litigation. PIL. Under the PIL, any citizens or a group of citizens can approach the Supreme Court or a High Court for protection of their public interest against the particular law, action of a government. One can write to judge even on a postcard. The court will take up the matter if the judge find it public interest. See, basically what happened in PIL. Basically, this is a very important topic, so please listen it carefully. PIL मीन्स पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन. इसके अंदर क्या होता है PIL के अंदर कि किसी भी सिटीज़न या फिर ग्रुप ऑफ सिटीजन्स में ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट जा सकते हैं या फिर हाई कोर्ट जा सकते हैं अगर इनकी पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन के किसके लिए, प्रोटेक्शन के लिए. एक पर्टिकुलर लॉ या फिर एक्शन गवर्नमेंट ले सकती है या फिर एक इंसान जज को पोस्ट कार्ड के थ्रू भी लिख सकते हैं और कोर्ट इस मैटर को अगर लेगी, अगर जज फाइंड मतलब अगर जज को लगे कि भाई ये पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट की बात है. ओके, दिस इज ओनली योर पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज एक्सपेंडिंग स्कोप्स ऑफ राइट्स. So basically we begin with this chapter by discussing the significance of right. In much of the chapters we have only focuses the fundamental rights in the constitution, right? So you must think that the fundamental right guaranteed by the constitution are only the rights citizens have. This is not true. While the fundamental rights are the source of all rights, our citizens and law offers a wider range of rights over the year, and the scope of rights has been expanded. Okay, sometimes it leads to expansion in the legal rights that citizens can enjoy from time to time. The court give judgment to expand the scope of rights. Certain right, like right to freedom of press, right to information, and right to education are divert from the fundamental rights. Now school education has become a right for Indian citizens. The government are responsible for providing free compulsory education to all the children up to the age of 14 years. Okay, every student who is like a 14 years, they have a right, they can study. Okay, enacted a law giving the right to information to the citizen. This act was made under the fundamental right to freedom of thought and expression. We have a right to seek information from the government, given information from the government officer. Recently the Supreme Court has expanded the meaning of